Hello, welcome back to my channel. For today's brow tutorial, I'm going to be going in with the Goof Proof Brow Pencil from Benefit and taking one end, which is a spoolie, and combing out my brows all the way through. And I'm going to be taking the other end of the pencil and underlining my brows with very small strokes, very light as well. Don't apply so much pressure because you don't want the brow to be super dark, especially in this inner part of the brow. The first part of the brow, which is the thickest part, is usually what has to be the lightest. So here I'm just doing the very tip of my brow, and that part is okay to do a little bit thicker. And always make sure to comb out the excess product on your brows. And now I'm just doing the top as well. And you notice that I start like kind of halfway through my brow and then kind of take it all the way out to the end. I don't go any further than kind of like right there where I'm going. I kind of like I fade it out and then comb through again, but I really try to stay away from the inner part. Now going back in with my Anastasia brow dip and using that to fill in my brows. I've really been liking this routine for my brows lately, so this is what I've been doing. So I do a lot of small strokes as well here, fading it in, especially with this area here in the front. You don't want to get that part as dark as the rest of your brow, so kind of do that with whatever's left on the pencil. And so that's what you see me doing there. And then because of the lines that you see there on the front, you do see me combing it out to kind of blend it all in. And then filling the tip of the brow as well. So this is a part where I like to make it a little bit darker. But then again, that's just the way that I like my brows. It's not so much of a natural brow, it's more of an in-between, because I do like it a little bit darker than usual. And here you see the difference between the two. Just so much fuller and thicker and darker. So now I'm going back in with the brow pencil again and kind of filling in any spots that I might have missed. Darkening the tip a little bit more as well. It usually takes me so long to do my brows because I like to have all of it perfect. The thickness, the lightness, the fullness, all of it. So I comb through it a lot. I go back in and fill in a lot as well. And now I'm going to carve out my brows. So this is going to help with cleaning up anything that I might have darkened too much, or if I didn't outline them as well as I wanted them to. So this is going to help with carving the shape to the exact shape that I want. If I want to make them a little bit shorter, the concealer will actually allow me to do that. And then make sure to always blend that out towards your eye. That's also going to provide a little bit of brightening under your eyebrow, which is also very nice, making your brows stand out so much more and just looking that much cleaner. And now I decided to take my beauty blender. I don't usually do this because it does it's hard to not get it on your brow and remove some of the product that you used on your brows. But because I had already set my eyelids, I had a really hard time blending out the concealer. So that's why you see me kind of rubbing it out with the beauty blender here. And it actually worked much better than using the brush. And then here I kind of go back in and brush them out again, and I noticed that I did remove some of the product with the beauty blender. So I go back in and I brush them out as much as I can, and then using my beauty blender here, I'm going to go ahead and kind of clean up the edges right in between my brows as well, making sure to get rid of any harsh lines or blending out the concealer as well. And I noticed that I'm missing some of the product on my eyebrow, so this is where I go in and I kind of shade it in a little bit more. And I do this as much as I feel like is needed, depending on how much product I usually remove. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my brow tutorial. So thank you so much for watching.